let's go ahead and get into this. I do get to make the first turn, set 5 trap monsters. This is an ideal hand, actually, that I got here. And you'll see why this is so ideal. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm just going to chain these, and chain order is really important in this deck, because you do have to use the spider statue last, so that it will summon first. So that is important. Also, you do want to save the Imperial Custom to last in case your opponent chains a Space Typhoon or anything of that nature. So the Imperial Custom will actually protect monsters. Otherwise, the Space Typhoon will go off first before Custom, and they'll still be able to pop. So you do have to save the Custom to last. Now, I didn't get an Imperial Custom here, but I was able to just pop everything, so it didn't really matter. Now, had he drawn a Raigeki, that would have been problematic, but he did not. So I drew pretty much the ideal hand in this game. And I'm able to make a 3600 Logia and, get rid of his graveyard. He's only got 3 cards in hand. Yeah, so I'm able to just Logia his rescue hamster. He is then able to not actually get ignition because Yuki. So he's able to get that ignition and get Ignite Burst. But now he's of course just got Ignite Burst and Ignition Phoenix, which doesn't do a lot, especially when now he's just got Ignite Burst and is pretty much relying on his top deck. Now, which he actually does. Just lucky draw and get an Eagle. So he's able to use his Burst to bounce Logia, which is nice for him, but doesn't actually matter in the long run. So yeah, you can see I'm just absolutely wrecking Ignites over here with this silly fun deck. He drew an Eagle, that's cool. If he had activated, I would have just Tiki Souled his Ignite Burst. But anyway, I did draw a Yuki as well. And the replay ends because I have game, so he scooped. Anyways, next up, what should we do next? Puppets. Let's do puppets now. Because this one, he has Trap Stun, and Trap Stun is a really devastating card to this deck. So he does that both, and I get really unlucky on my MST and hit Magical Hacks instead of Trap Stun. But yeah, I just go ahead and flip up all 3 of these. Now see there where I didn't save the Imperial Custom until last. Well, if that had been an MST, that would have been a problem. But it was not. So I draw a Tiki Curse, and yeah, I'm not looking at a fantastic situation right now. But I am able to just defend with these, and he Trap Stuns. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna Chain Curse anyway because I can. Pretty much no other reason. But so he just Black Roses, and yeah, you can see now I'm looking at 0 cards to his 2. But I come out of this anyway because I top deck a Spider Statue, set it, and that's 2500 defense. So that will be able to actually deal with what he's got, which is just a Gear Changer at the moment. Because in going so minus myself, I was able to also make him go really minus. So here I drew a Swamp Mirror, which obviously I can pop a monster with. So when he summons, I just use Swamp Mirror and Dino Light, and I pop his Magnet Ball because it had actual attack points. That's really it. Also, I had a level that he wanted, and I realized I attack him with a Gear Changer, and he probably didn't have anything else. He did have Humpty Dumpty, but he couldn't use it then. So he does try to use Humpty Dumpty now, but obviously that's levels are not equal. And I have Tiki Curse and Quantum Cat now, so I do summon Tiki Curse, pop it, and then attack him directly. Obviously then setting Quantum Cat, so I can pop when he tries to make a play next turn. He draws Breakthrough Skill, which is also a pretty good card against this deck because it can break through the Spider Statue and prevent popping from happening, but it was kind of just too late for that. If he had used Breakthrough Skill, it wouldn't have mattered at all, especially since I was popping the Breakthrough Skill. But, so yeah, here I make Logia, and I have a Yuki in hand, so again, there's nothing he can do about it. My X-Ray is silly. Gotta give you the reason. But, so I'll do a power deck profile, in a separate video. Obviously, otherwise this would just be way too long. So I just got in some of the Yuki because I have game. And unless he had Gores in hand, which I was pretty sure he didn't, I can negate with Logia. So, also Yuki can be activated from the field too, so it was like, yeah. Trap stunned. Alright, this one's up next. Yeah, this one I actually do lose the game, because he has Trap Stun. He's playing a deck where he's just trying to decide to go into Infinity, which is really funny. Because he's just trying to be like super meta, I guess. So yeah, right now both of us are just gonna go really, really mindless. So right here I was thinking, well, he should have spaced the Spider Statue, but I didn't know what he had in hand and it is Dark Hole. So he was able to pop my whole board, and again, I'm looking at this bad situation where I got his two cards to my one, and I drew a Max Seal, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, he's not able to play. And I draw a Pure Custom, which I'm like, alright, cool. If I draw a trap monster, this is going to be good. But unfortunately, well, I don't. I draw another Imperial Custom, and he's able to just sit here and play this Golden Jet beat deal for a little bit. And he drew Regeki, which is just really unfortunate for me. So, anyways, yeah, there's not really much I can do about this situation. I draw TV Curse. I'm like, alright, well, cool, I can protect the TV Curse with the custom. Now here, I don't know why I did it, but I activated both Imperial Custom, and you can only control one, so obviously one was destroyed. But, I did, and like, okay, well, whatever. So I am able to protect myself with the TV Curse for now. And I draw Yuki Usagi, so I got a bunch of hand traps in hand. However, with that Luma removal, yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but it's fine. Time Space Trap Hole is kind of whatever. Yeah, it's because I just... Oh, sorry. I drew the Space Typhoon, otherwise the Time Space would actually be really good against his deck. So yeah, as I said earlier about they only go up to 1800 is a problem. Yeah, I kind of want to get over an Electromagnetic Turtle right now. So yeah, neither of us are really drawing spectacularly. But I am able to duality into a Spider Statue. So that was extremely fortunate for me. However, that he is able to get rid of that. Or that he actually has Trap Stun. So right now, so I'm not able to play because now obviously what I should have done was chain the Spider Statue, but for some reason I didn't. And had I chained the Spider Statue, I don't think he actually could have won, because Okay, he has Zorgeki, so we've been able to get rid of the Utopia the Lightning, obviously. But, he's still only been able to clear the rest of my board. Yeah, I'm able to negate the Nova. But he's still able to get Cyber going. And I luckily drew DD Crow to stop that. Of course, he's still got this trap stun, so there is nothing I can do, and he just kind of, yeah, this is able to attack twice, so he gets the game. There. Next up we've got some trap dumbness. So obviously I opened really badly, but I am playing against Performer Pal, and he opened like pretty okay, I guess. No, his hand's bad. But he does have a Performer Pal call, which will never actually go off. So yeah, I've opened like actually worse than my opponent, I think, but because of what I am playing, it's still really effective. Mistake he makes is setting his scales too soon. But you'll see what I mean by that. So yeah, I'm able to just put out a Quantum Cat. That is, of course, a Dinosaur Devouring attribute, because why not? Because I can. And I drew Tiki Curse, so right now I'm just kind of sitting. You know, in my opinion, he should have not triggered for Odd Eyes. He should have just activated the Odd Eyes in his Pendulum Zone and summoned the Silver Tiger, or Silver Wolf, whatever this thing's called, Silver Claw. Dang it. But that's just my opinion, and obviously, you know, he can't attack anything on the board. So yeah, and set the space. I thought he was going to go for the fusion right here, so I max C. Perhaps that's why he didn't. I don't know what the requirements for the fusion monster are, and if he had them available, but that's what I mean. He's at the scale way too soon. This is a scale 4, and this is scale 5. Obviously, he was wanting to use this to fusion summon, but I'm not letting that happen. So, okay, I'm gonna go look at it and see what this requires. 1 Dark Dragon plus 1 Beast. Did he not have that available? Why did he not make Beast Eyes? Whatever. He's probably planning to call into his resources, actually. Because he did have a decent grave, so... That's probably what he's going for. Now, I was told right here, I was told to actually go into Dark Rebellion to get over his Odd Eyes, because that's how it was done in the anime, and that would have been a really cool way to do it. But no, I went into Violent Sigma just because it was technically a better play, because I could take I could clear both monsters at once. Technically a better play. But yeah, it would have been a really cool way to do it, though. But I didn't. I went into Sigma and Logia because I wanted to. Because I don't know, I just thought that was a really cool way to do it. So yeah, he's able to change that to a skill 1 and Pendulum Summon just to get some defenses out. But the thing is, with Logia, Logia works like Solemn Judgment, in where you can negate the entire Pendulum Summon and destroy all those monsters. Now he goes for Pendulum back. I had DD Crow, so that requires exactly 2 monsters. So obviously DD Crow negates that, just like it would with Gravekeeper Stele, and I'm able to pop a card on this board. So yeah, able to activate the duality because my spaces are full. And that's a huge issue with this deck, because they take out both the monster space and the trap space. You only have 5 card spaces available, and so that is an issue. Now, I'm not actually going to show either of the hero games because they weren't spectacular decks. Anyways, here is the deck that I am playing here. Obviously for monsters, we've got Thunder King and just trap monsters. I am playing a Droll Lockbird, and yes, these are 3 Gravekeeper Watchers in the side deck. This isn't a real side deck, obviously, as there are only 14 cards, but they're just cards that are there because, I don't know, they work in the deck too. 2 Valor, playing the Raigeki, of course. 3 Duality, I just gotta get to Spider Statue. Space Typhoon because, well, obvious cards that are issues for me, Trap Stun, Royal Decree, stuff of that nature. Tiki Curse, of course, the Tiki Curse and Soul combination. If you don't know what these do, with Curse, what if an opponent's monster attacks another trap monster you control, that monster is destroyed after damage calculation. And with Soul, if another trap monster you control would be destroyed, you can set it in your spell trap zone instead, obviously, than just reactivating it. Spider Statue, when a trap monster is activated while this monster is on the field, pop one card your opponent controls, so that's really cool. We've got the 3 Imperial Custom, obviously, to protect my trap monsters. Swamp Mirror and Quantum Cat are, aside from Spider Statue. This basically is the deck. It's Quantum Cat, Spider Statue. With Quantum Cat and Swamp Mirror, when they are activated, you declare a type and an attribute, and they become that type and attribute. So obviously I call Dinosaur and whatever I want. A lot of the time there, I was calling Water and Fire, or like a Light and Dark, or Earth and Wind. Just things that are opposites, so I can mix those and exceed, and it's cool thematically. So, I don't know, I just like doing that. But also that does give you more extra decking options as well. And with Zoma, if this card is destroyed by battle and inflict damage to your opponent, equal to half the attack of the destroyed monster. Or the monster that destroyed Zoma, rather. Obviously, I've got double anti-spell. I don't want to open with a bunch of anti-spells, because that would just suck, and I would have no outs to anything. I wouldn't have my trap monsters. Yeah, it would be bad. So, only 2 of these. Obviously, prevents my opponents from playing and doesn't do much to me. And this card right here, it's real cute. Cyber Shadow Gardener. It has to be activated during your opponent's main phase. Obviously, after activation, it's summoned. So that triggers the Spider Statue. And then, during your opponent's end phase, it resets itself in the spell and trap zone, so you can use that every turn for Spider Statue's effect. I am only playing 1, which is not consistent to getting Cyber Shadow Gardener, but, you know, I mean, I could technically play 2. I could take out a Zoma and play 2 Cyber Shadows. The thing is, Zoma's a level 4, and I'm really just trying to go for the exceeds here, especially like Gigula the Risen, which I had chances to make and I never made it. But the thing about him is he is a 2950, so if I just need a big monster to get over stuff, there we go. The deck doesn't function under skill drain though, so I don't know. But whatever, it's there. Anyways, and here are just some other options that are hand traps that are good. I'll make an entire another video about Watcher and Droll Lockbird after I get the cards. So, yep, that's the deck. It just pretty much goes into Lagia and Tolka, or Lagia, really. Goes into Lagia, and then whatever other cool things I have in here that I want to go for. I can't go for Big Eye with the Spider Statues because they're level 7. Everything else is level 4. And then there's Shadow Gardener being level 1. Or, no, wait, Shadow Gardener is level 4 too, but it's not on the field during my turn, so I can't, its level doesn't matter. Yeah, anyways, that's the deck. And I think it's pretty cool.